welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're going to be making an appetizer and also, well, I'm going to actually be making two appetizers. Also, the first one is something you can use as a meal if you would like to put potatoes, different things with it. Maybe, I don't know, rice or something. I always use it as an appetizer. It's Swedish meatballs. My family love them. Now, I've already got everything measured out, so the recipe will be down below. And if you have any questions, just let us know. Now, your meat market, I'm sure they'd be glad to grind it up together for you because it's kind of hard sometimes to get it evenly. I'm sure mine's not, but I'm not serving it to guests, so just the family, and if they get too much of one thing, that's okay. But you take a pound of ground beef, ground chuck, and a quarter pound of veal, and a quarter pound of pork. And you grind that all together, or you mix it at home together. And I didn't have the butcher do it because I had all of it at home, so I just did it myself. But they're really good. So I've got those all ground together here, mixed together myself. And the spices I've got all together. So I'll have them all listed down below. But you've got dill. Yeah, you got dill. You've got dill weed. You've got allspice, nutmeg. You've got salt and pepper and everything like that in it. But like I said, I'll have everything listed below. Then you've got, they call for a quarter cup or a small medium onion. I'm sure I've got a little more there than that, but we like onion, so I'm going to just put all that in it. And then your milk. You take a half, well, I used, I think 4 slices of bread, and I cut it up. And then I put that in my cup of milk, and I soaked that for about an hour, and that gets it soaked up real good, and got that soaked up real good with my milk. And then you just add that, and then you add 2 eggs. Then you mix everything together real good. So, I love meatballs, any kind you make, but I think the Swedish meatballs is my husband's favorite. My daughter makes barbecued meatballs all the time for appetizers, and they're delicious. But I don't do those very often. I let her do them because she's so good at it. And someone's got a specialty. Don't try to change it when you make it, because I'm sure it wouldn't be as good if I tried to make her recipe. It's what she makes, so I just don't do it. And I'm sorry, I have to get in there with my hands and mix this. I just want it all mixed together good. And this lets all the spices and the onion and everything get mixed in there really, really good. I know a lot of people just buy the frozen meatballs, but for the Swedish meatballs, I don't think they'd have all the spices that they call for. They might, but I've really never checked the bags. But it's not that difficult to make them, so I just do them. Okay, now, this recipe has to set for a while. So that's why when I do this, I do another one along with it. That way, I'm not wasting time on something. So let me rinse my hand off a little bit And then we'll get on with it. You have to set this in the refrigerator, cover it up, set it in the refrigerator for about an hour. Let all those spices and everything just get together there. Okay, now while that's sitting in the refrigerator for an hour, I'm going to just jump right into the other one. It's a appetizer, a dessert. My son makes the best cheesecakes. Oh my gosh, I love them. I think I like them better than any dessert he makes. No, I know I do. They are so good. You'll have to try his recipe. It's in his Greg's Kitchen, and try it. They're delicious. But this is a recipe that's really good, very easy to make. Has to be because I make it, and I love it. The kids all like it real well, and it's fun. Very good. You take a package of Philadelphia cream cheese and confectionery sugar. Get that mixed up real good. Now mine looks pink. And that's because I wanted it to taste a little more strawberry taste to it. So what I did was I took 2 small strawberries and I just cut them up and blended them in. Mixed them right in there, and it gave it more of a strawberry taste. And I like that. So that's why mine is pink. Instead of being white. Now you can use flavoring if you would like. You can add a flavoring to it, and I'm sure that would be really good. Never done it, but I'm sure it would be delicious. I want to try that sometime. Like I said, it's easy to make. It's a little time consuming, but take your strawberries. Right now, strawberries are plentiful around here. Fulton's Strawberry Farm in Troy, Ohio, just are in the process of having their strawberry festival. They have the best strawberries there. And hollow them out and then fill them with your filling. And that is your strawberry cheesecake. And you just fill them up with your filling. They make a pretty plate. They make a nice table piece. And you can also take and melt some chocolate and drizzle around on there if you would like to. So all kinds of things you can take and decorate with it. Use your imagination. But like I said, it's a little time consuming, but it's fun and makes for a nice pretty dish when you're done. Take and sprinkle. You can take your some graham crackers, break them up, and put them on there. I'm sprinkling some pecans on there. just got a little more pecans on there. I don't know if the kids like the pecans, so I guess I'll stop at that point and see where I'm at. There's your strawberry cheesecake. Aren't those pretty? No time to make them. They're delicious and very, very pretty. Makes a beautiful dish. Hope you'll try them. Like I said, strawberries and a package of Philadelphia cream cheese and a little bit of confectionery sugar. Pecans if you want. Be pretty, and if you drizzle a little bit of chocolates on there. White chocolate or chocolate would be wonderful. And then you've got all that. Okay, well, I will be back in a little bit when the meatballs have marinated all together, and we'll finish them and go from there. Okay, we're back, and the meatballs are out of the fridge, and we're going to ball them up. Now, once we get this process done, we're going to put them back in the oven and then brown them. And then after we brown them, we'll put them in our crock pot and put our sauce over them, and then that'll be it. So I'm just gonna ball them up here. Try to get them all the same size, but I never do. These are so good. So, okay, there's one tray done. Okay, but making them so big. And you put them in on the broil. These are always good for parties. I know I'm pretty sure I made these for graduation parties for the kids. I made them for weddings. I used to decorate. I was a wedding planner, decorator, and caterer, and I made these for the weddings that I catered. They were always a good appetizer. So I think anytime you make these, you'll be glad you did, because they really are good. I was going to make a casserole for supper, and my husband said, "Don't you think you got enough food cooked already?" Because I've been making appetizers all day. And I said, "Well, probably." One thing about it, when you buy meatballs at the store, they're all the same size and they all look nice. They're not like mine. Mine are never the same size. And they don't look like balls either. They're just thrown together. But you know what? They still taste good. They still taste good. What makes the difference? As long as they taste good. That's all that matters. Okay, we're back, and I have the meatballs out of the oven. They smell good. They're not all the same size, of course. Now we're putting these in the crock pot. And they'll stay in the crock pot. If you want to, you can leave them in there for 4 hours on like a medium heat or low. Or you can put them in there on high for an hour and a half to 2 hours. So it just depends on what you want or how you feel that they are. And then if you're serving them as an appetizer after they're done and you've had them in there the amount of time that you prefer, then you take and just turn it down to warm and keep them on warm until you're ready to serve them, and keep them on warm the whole time that you're serving them. So they smell yummy. Smell yummy. I'm sure they're going to taste yummy. Now after you get done taking them off your pan, take and keep your drippings and add your drippings from your pan into your crock pot. I love crock pot cooking. I really do. Saves a lot of time, especially if you work. Today everybody is so busy. So put those there. And then you'll need just a little bit of salt and pepper. I'm not going to use any salt, but you sprinkle a little bit of salt on them. I use the pepper, but I don't put any more salt in mine. And use the salt according to your taste. Okay, after you get that done, you will want to add a half a cup of heavy cream, heavy milk. I use Carnation. I guess I use that because that's what my mother always used and what I always used. So, and then you'll add a can of beef broth. And that's what they will stay in and cook while they're preparing. Now we'll have this recipe posted down below along with all the others. I think I made 3 or 4 other recipes that were the appetizers. I know that hasn't had time to soak in, but they smell so yummy. I'm going to taste it anyway. The meatballs taste wonderful. Now, we're going to let those cook I'm going to let mine cook for about 2 hours. And then we'll serve them. And I'm sure that you try that recipe, you're going to love it. So try that one along with all the others that I did today. And then let us know what you think. We'll have all the recipes posted down below. If you have any questions or anything, let us know. And let us know too how you like them, what you think about them. And give us a thumbs up if you like them. I guess thumbs down if you don't. I'm sure you're going to like them. They're wonderful. So I just want to say thank you very much for listening to me today and joining me in my kitchen. And I'll be back with some more good recipes real soon. So thank you bunches.